The American Cancer Society is focused on doing everything that it can to prevent cancers, to help people detect cancers early when they have the best opportunity for cure, and to support people that are going through cancer treatment, and to advocate with governments to have the best possible circumstances for people that are dealing with cancer and to prevent as much cancer as possible. There's no question that the impact that the environment has in terms of the quality of life for all of us is a real issue, and one that can be enhanced the more all organizations pay attention to creating a greener environment and creating healthier communities via less energy use. There's widespread awareness of that as an issue, and more organizations are understanding that we need to move in that direction, and I'm confident that the American Cancer Society will continue to progress in that direction going forward. I can tell you that the American Cancer Society is really proud that we're able to provide this kind of clean, energy-efficient home away from home for people that are dealing with cancer. We knew that we wanted to not only build a Hope Lodge that would provide housing, but one that would provide the best possible support for people that are dealing with this really very traumatic and difficult time. And if you've seen the Hope Lodge, if you've been in there, if you've talked to patients that are going through that experience, they feel so supported. The public spaces, they're all designed to create a social environment and social support for people that are going through this very difficult time for them. What's really important is that in trying to provide the best possible circumstances for people undergoing that really difficult time, we knew that we wanted to provide for people who are sometimes have their immune systems compromised, who are just, because of their treatment and because of their disease, they may be extremely sensitive to chemical smells or aromas. With a new construction and all that was done there, we wanted to have the best possible ventilation systems, the most highly efficient of all systems, and low-emitting carpets, low-emitting furniture, best possible circumstance for people who are dealing with cancer, so that the air that they breathe in there, the natural light that comes through the building, all that's surrounding them is really geared for their recovery first and foremost, and to provide the healthiest environment for their recovery. The solar panels that are on the roof reduce the cost of heating water in the building by something close to 50%. That's a huge savings. Why not use the sun to create hot water in a building that has people putting great demand on the hot water systems? With 40 patients and caregivers in that facility, there's going to be a lot of demand, and we knew that the savings resulting from having those highly efficient systems and using natural sunlight to help heat the water in the building, that those are the kinds of examples that we wanted to set in, again, providing both a better environment for patients who are dealing with cancer, and also for the community at large to minimize our energy use in a building like that one. From a very practical standpoint, we know that in the long run, and we are anticipating maintaining that lodge for as long as we need to, for as long as people need to travel to Boston for some of the clinical trials or specialized treatment that's available there. We want to provide that kind of best-in-class lodging facility. We also know that in the long run, those energy efficiencies are not only good for the environment and good for the community and reduce power consumption. In the long run, they save dollars. And some of the dollars that we expect to save over time we'll be able to put back to use to further support cancer patients, as well as perhaps to launch other initiatives in the community at large. So that entire spectrum, it's really a win-win, both to have the best that we can provide for patients, not put them in a situation where they're exposed to noxious fumes from, say, glues from furniture. But to know also that energy use is reduced, that recycling is maximized as part of the LEED certification for the building. All those things are good news. I still get involved from time to time in touring potential donors or groups through the building. And I can tell you that as we describe the kind of efforts that have gone into the carpeting, the furnishings, the cork floors, the cleaning materials that we use, the solar panels that greatly reduce the expenditure on natural gas. All of those elements bring to people's mind as we go through This building is not only one that's helping cancer patients right now and doing it in such a great and supportive way, but it's also a building that was put together in the best possible way to create other benefits for the community. So we're proud of all of those elements that have gone into this building. And I can tell you, bringing people through the lodge who are considering maybe a naming opportunity for a room, or perhaps wanting to get involved in sponsoring some activity at the lodge, or naming something like the kitchen, that all these elements have been woven into this very, very progressive step forward for cancer patients, and in keeping with the least negative effect on the environment. That's all very well received. The American Cancer Society is all about creating healthier communities and eliminating cancer as a major public health problem really across the globe. And there's no question that that ambition of the American Cancer Society is aided and assisted by cleaner air, cleaner water, less energy use. All of those things contribute to healthier communities for all of us. We would hope that all organizations would think about the long run and what might potentially provide for healthier communities and cleaner air and water.